Hey, what up, decisive marketer? So today's video is not going to be about a review of a tool, but this video is about how to use a particular tool in your process to help you to get a lot of backlinks to your website, right? So this is one of the ways that I do it. But before I jump into this tool itself, it's called GoCharlie. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. So here we go. So firstly, I'm just going to kind of share with you what's going on. Let me just kind of close some of these messages. There's so many of this. Okay. So the first thing to know is that backlinks are still the most strongest, the strongest ranking signal in your website, right? So of course there are some other exceptions where you don't need a lot of backlinks to rank up a website, but those are a little bit different, right? Okay, you can definitely get back a lot of traffic through other means organically. I mean, I'm talking about organically through SEO. Okay, you can definitely get a lot of traffic from, like low competition keywords that has high search volume. You write content for that. Okay, but what I'm going to be specifically talking about is backlinks, right? And of course, and I'm not just going to be talking about backlinks, but I'm going to be talking about buying backlinks and also getting some low quality backlinks and how it can help you. Okay, so the first one I'm just kind of gonna show you right here is for this for these two particular keywords right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you, right? So this is my website right here. Is called watchwinder.com.sg, right? And I'm in Singapore. Okay, so this is one of the keywords, and you can see that I'm ranking third in the search results. Okay, I'm ranking third in the search results, and actually I was ranking about 5th to 6th in the search results, okay, for this particular keyword right here, which is called Watch Winder Singapore, right? And if you search for Watch Winder, you can see that it says the average position is 11.6, right? So I was actually ranking on the second page itself, but right now I'm ranking here, let's see, 1 2 3, okay, then 4 5 6 7, right? So I'm around 6 or 7, depends on the location that you're searching from. Okay, but I am ranking right now here 7 in the search results, and I don't really even optimize this website at all. You can see that I don't really I have not even put in a custom meta title at all, but this is the website, right? And these are products that I sell. I do have these products, and I only have 2 blog posts right here, which was created like a couple of years ago, probably like 2 years back. Yep, so about 2 years back. So, and this is the article, right? I mean, this is the article, and I didn't even do anything about this website, and I just kind of set up the website and didn't do anything about it for quite some time. I think more about a year and a half. Then I saw that, hey, this website is actually ranked on page 2 of Google, and then I thought, oh, maybe I should do something about it, right? So if you were to put in this website right here, okay, I'm just gonna search for it. Okay, so you can see that it's gaining a lot of traffic all of a sudden. Okay, okay, I'm not really sure why it's putting off this no page title thing right here. Okay, and I only have 11 keywords indexed to, because I'm just going in for like the broadest keyword right here. Okay, and because it's just kind of updated the search ranking, so it's, as you can see, like Watchwinder, it says that I'm position number 6, and then Watchwinder Singapore is position number 3, which is more or less about the same as what I shared with you earlier. Okay, and then I've got this one which is quite close. It's called Best Watchwinder best watch winder. So let's search for that and let's kind of take a look here. Just kind of curious where I'm ranked. Okay, so how many search results are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, definitely not 15. Maybe the ranking has moved a little bit, so maybe around like 20, rank number 20 or so. Okay, so but it's kind of close, right? So I mean, if I want to, I could try and rank this keyword, but you know, the search volume is not really that high. I would probably go for this one instead, which has 200, and then maybe this other two right here. Okay, anyway, I was digressing, so let me just kind of show you the referring domains for this particular website right here. Okay, so these are all the backlinks that it has. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you a little bit. I did not put in all these links in here, right? So most of these right here are not what I put in. Okay, so these are not my links at all. I only have I think all of these are not I didn't even build any links at all, and it was ranking, you know, like quite high in the search results. And then I just kind of built this 4 links right here, and so let me just kind of share a little bit. I was actually ranked number 5 on the search results. So where am I again? So this is Watchwinder. So let me just search for Watchwinder Singapore, right? So I'm ranked number 3 right here, but I was number 5. So I was taking up this position right here. And how I kind of moved it up 2 position is just by building these 4 links right here. Okay, so this one right here is a local Singapore forum that's talking about like private properties right here. So I built a link in here, and then I built 3 guest post links right here. Okay, so I built 3 guest post links right here, and that's all I did. Okay, that's all I did, and you can see that a lot of these are very recent. This was on the 7th of October, this is on the 8th, this is 18th of October. Okay, and these other 2 links I didn't build them, but you know, you get links like this. They just either, you know, just kind of put in this is kind of crawl your site and just kind of list them into a directory inside here. But they don't actually, you know, they don't really do anything, right? So so I only built these 4 links, right? So this 3 are actually what do you call that, guest post links. So I call them guest posting links. Okay, so the first thing, right, how do you get guest posting links? Okay, so what I can recommend to you is you can search for example, free guest posting. There's a couple of them on Facebook itself. Okay, right, so I'm just sharing with you right now like free links that you can get. Okay, free links that you can get. So once you join the group, you scroll down, you will see some of these post right here. So this person says he has a free guest post available, old blog. So I'm not really sure what he's saying. Maybe he has a website for you to post. Okay, so for example, this one right here is asking for sites to post on, right? So so for example, this one is a free guest post site. Okay, so what happens, you can take this link, okay, you can take this website and you can just dump it into Ahrefs. I'm using Ahrefs just to kind of show you how to sort of use this, right? Okay, so this one is pretty good. In fact, it's allowing you to post for free, and it has 2.1 thousand traffic. Okay, so one way to kind of assess if a website is good or not is actually using the number of traffic divided by the number of keywords. Okay, so let me just kind of bring up my calculator right here. So you can take, for example, this is 2,100 traffic divided by the number of keywords, which is 3,200, and you get a ratio of about 0.66 right here. Okay, so I think that is quite a decent ratio. That means this site is actually pretty strong. Okay, so what happens is that why do we use this ratio, right? Is so that if there's a lot of keywords, so let's say it is indexed for 10,000 keywords, right, and then the traffic is only 2,000, that means it's just a ratio of 0.2, right? That means that it is getting all this traffic because it is indexed for a lot of keywords. That means the ranking of the individual keywords is not very high up in the search results. So that's why it's quite weak. So this one is actually pretty good. Okay, right, so that's one way to assess that. But of course, most of the times if you join these groups here, the free ones that they give you are actually very very new, that has very little traffic. Okay, so maybe some of you, okay, so for example, there's one right here, annualeventpost.com. so what happens, you can copy and paste this into Ahrefs and you can search for it, and you can see that, okay, this one has 64 traffic. Okay, this one has 64 traffic, so it's not amazing. Okay, quite a new site as well. The traffic is kind of up and down right here, so it's it's still, there's still some traffic flowing into this website. Okay, so that means so you can still build a link if you want to. Okay, I mean, it will still, I mean, having a link is still going to benefit your website. Okay, so for example, the next one right here is justinfo.live. okay, so this one right here, justinfo.live. so if you search for that, you can see that, okay, it has very low traffic, very low keywords. Okay, the website is still pretty new as well, started in February. Okay, so so what happens is that, okay, never mind, because you just kind of want to get some backlinks, right? So as you can see, even the websites that I grab for backlinks are very weak as well, because this one right here only has 4 traffic per month, this one has 1, this one has 45, right? So to me, I don't think it matters, because the keyword that I'm competing for is a very low competition keyword. Okay, it's a very low competition keyword. Okay, so even some weak backlinks like this is going to help me. So now that you have so what happens is that once you join some of these groups, they will give you some of these sites that you can actually post your content on, right? So for example, I've also in a Facebook Messenger group right here that that has some sites right here. So for example, this one is writeforus.org. Okay, I know that my camera is kind of blocking it, but let me just kind of share with you. So this one is Write for Us blog, right, which is only 4 traffic right here, which is very low. Okay, very low. And then we have guest posting sites.net. Right, this one has 0 traffic even. Okay, so what happens is, never mind, it doesn't, I would say that it doesn't matter that much. Of course, if you want to, if you're worried, you can jump into their look at their backlinks and see if they are building some very spammy backlinks or whatever it is. Okay, right, so what happens is now that you have these sites to post your content on and grab a backlink, what you need next is actually to create your content itself. So in the past, I used to use ScaleNut, right? So ScaleNut, it's a amazing tool. Definitely, I love it so much. It really helps to cut short the time and money spent on creating some of this content, right? So this is ScaleNut, it's an amazing tool. Okay, but just today itself, I just got to know about this tool right here called GoCharlie, and this is just freaking amazing, because this tool is just insane with this particular feature itself, and that's all I care about, right? So I know that they have a lot of features in here. They have got images, they've got ads, they've got other blog stuff in here, they've got copywriting, e-commerce, whatever it is. I don't care, right? Because I have all these stuff with other AI tools, so I don't really care about that at all. I mean, you guys can just go through my channel and see a lot of all these AI tools have the same features, except for the images. Of course, I would say that, you know, that is something special. But of course, one of the cool feature they do have right here is the rewriting feature. So that's not actually available in a lot of tools. And then I think they got this content scoring. I didn't even use that at all. And then they've got this content repurposing. So this one is actually pretty nice, where you upload your YouTube URL and tell them your audience, and it's going to generate an article from your YouTube video itself. So that's where, or even someone else's YouTube video, right? So that's very, very powerful. Okay, so that means you don't have to write content and create a YouTube video, right? So this saves you a lot of time. Okay, so right here, okay, so we are going to create an article for watchwider.com.sg, right? So I'm just going to put in my title right here. What is a watchwider? Okay, and why do you need one? Okay, so the audience would be people into luxury automatic watches. Okay, people into luxury automatic watches. Okay, and then the SEO keyword would be watch wider, watch storage compartment. What else? Prevent dust, prevent oxidation, organize your watch collection. Okay, organize watch collection. What else do I have? Lock, prevent theft. Okay, digital lock. What else? Let's see. Portable. Okay, so I think I have enough keywords in here. You can put more if you want to, but I think this should be sufficient for the AI to create something powerful for us. So it's gonna take a while. Okay, it's definitely gonna take a while right here. So in the meantime, maybe we'll kind of scroll through and see what else we've got here, right? So, you know, there's a couple more stuff in here. Maybe you can check out some of these, you know, websites. Okay. Okay, so one thing I mentioned was free guest posts, but I didn't actually mention about the paid ones. Okay. So the paid ones, you know, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but let me just kind of pull this up. Full screen in Messenger itself. Okay, so there are others. I think there's one post right here that has, you know, all these sites right here, right? So for example, this they tell you actually that they can help you to place a post into these websites right here, and these websites, of course, you got to pay for them, right? Because they are much higher quality, but you can I mean, you can so what happens is, usually for this kind of resellers, what they do is actually to so this one, they say like $3 to $15, so that's actually very affordable. So what happens is that you can actually you know, they will tell you that, okay, it's $15, but you know, if you want us to create the content for you, then it's going to be $30 more, something like that. Okay, So what you can do is, of course, you can then use GoCharlie to generate. Okay, so it has this error, right? So I'm just gonna click on it again because this tool is just newly launched today. There's a lot of people using it, so it may have a little bit of errors here and there. But of course, I can just jump into the save content, and it should be there. But I'm just going to click on it again, right? Okay, so what happens? I'm just going to pull up like some of these sites right here. So for example, techhubinfo.com. So we can just go in here to Ahrefs and we can check it out, right? Techhubinfo.com, right? So this is the one. So we can search for this website, and you can see, okay, this one has so this one is actually pretty I wouldn't say that this is actually a good website because it's new, it has a lot of traffic, and then suddenly it kind of died. So it might continue to go down, because if you're going to pay money, then I wouldn't want to spend my money on something that's not going to really benefit me in the long run. So the next one is scoopearth.com. maybe we'll try that. Okay, so scoopearth.com. okay, so this one, I think this might be okay. It is moving up and down a little bit right here, but it's getting a lot of traffic right at the moment. So maybe we can try cybersectors.com. okay, cybersectors.com. okay, so this one is kind of going down, might not be very good. The techswing.com. the techswing.com. okay, nope, so this one has very bad traffic. Okay, so these ones are maybe not very good, but we'll try. Okay, deeptechy.com. so some of these sellers, they don't actually have good sites, so it's just kind of how it is. So this one's going down as well. Maybe let's try the other one right here. moralstory.org, maybe that's better. Okay, so there you go, right? So this site is okay. Okay, so this one is quite okay. So and you can see the number of keywords and the traffic. This is a very good ratio right here. Is it's actually a positive ratio right here. Okay, so over here, so what happens? Okay, so it says try again soon. So it's there's some error in there, but we'll click on save content and we can go to history, and it should be here, right? So there we go, right? So it has a content already generated. Okay, so then what I'm going to be doing right now is going into let's see, so okay, so I am going to post it into this site right here. Okay, so this is the site right here. Okay, okay, so there we go. Now we've logged in as a guest author on this site itself. Okay, right, so what I'm going to do right now is then to create a post. Okay, so we're going to add new. Okay, and we have this article right here. I'm just going to copy this. Okay, of course we can kind of go through it if you want to, just to kind of give you an idea about how good this AI is, right? Unfortunately, because it's kind of weird looking right here, how do we, okay, so there we go. So we can kind of read through it briefly and see how the quality is, right? I'm just gonna copy this into WordPress, so it's faster and easy to read through, right? Okay, so there we go. Right, and then it's properly formatted as well, so it kind of saves me a lot of time. So there we go, right? Let me just open up full screen, distraction mode, right? So for the uninitiated, a watchfinder is a device that is used to help automatic watches running when not worn. Automatic watches are powered by a spring-loaded mechanism that needs to be wound regularly to keep the watch running. So this is very good, right? Because the introduction is already talking about an automatic watch. Okay, so then blah blah blah, we cover everything from the benefits of owning a watchfinder to how to use one properly. We'll even answer some of the most frequently asked questions about watchfinders. By the end of this post, you should have a good understanding of watchfinders and why they are such a valuable tool for automatic watch owners. Okay, so very good, right? Okay, so they even suggest to you that, hey, you should have a nice watchfinder photo in there. Okay, then watchfinder, all you need to know, if you have an expensive watch collection, a watchfinder can be a useful tool to keep your collection organized and tidy. Not only will a watchfinder help you to keep your watches in place, right, it will help you to prevent dust and oxidation to build up on your watches. This can prolong the life of your watches, right? So the AI understands what is writing about, is because I put in dust oxidation. It knows that it's related to prolonging the life of watches, ensure that they function properly, right? So watchfinders are also useful for preventing your watches from stopping due to lack of wear. If you don't regularly wind your watch, it may eventually stop working altogether. A watchfinder can help you to keep your watches running smoothly by winding them automatically when needed, right? So blah blah blah. I mean, this basically, I think this is written well enough. I could probably improve on it, but this is good enough for me, right? Okay, so there's a bit of repetition right here. Okay, you can see that it talks about dust and oxidation again, but I guess it's because the AI tries to put in the keyword multiple times. But otherwise, I think it's written pretty well, right? Like I still have to edit it a little bit if I want to, but for this kind of sites that I'm posting it for free, I don't actually have to do much, because they're just kind of going to approve it anyway. So when it comes to watches, blah blah blah, if you're thinking of investing, there are a few things to consider. Okay, right? So for example, this is not really relevant, right? So like require maintenance, that's not really something that you need. Okay, but otherwise, I think that overall it's okay. It's like 70-80% what I need. Okay, so there we go. Okay, now I pasted everything in here. It says of course there is search volume, and then the focus key phrase. I'm just gonna put in watchfinder. Okay, so there we go, and then I need a featured image, right? So what I'll do, I'll just go to PicMaker. So that's what I usually use, and I'll just kind of create something simple and ugly, I would say. Not the best designer, of course. I can do something better, but I don't have to actually spend that much time, right? So over here, I'm just gonna jump in. Okay, so PicMaker is my favorite, but you could use Canva or whatever is you want, right? So okay, so we're gonna look for a watch, right? So we're gonna have a luxury watch, and then we're gonna put it in there. Okay, and what's the title again? So let me see. This is the title. I'm just gonna paste this over it. Okay, and then where is, sorry, here. Okay, so maybe we can use this one, and then we are done. Okay, let's align it to the center. Okay, we are done, right? So I gotta purchase this first. Okay, so there we go, right? So we have a featured image in here. That's good enough. Let me just download this. Okay, Okay, so it's downloaded. Okay, so now we are going into this one right here and put in a featured image. Okay, let me just paste it in here. Okay, and then I'll set this as the featured image. Okay, and then I need between 1 to 3 internal links, right? So let me just kind of look up their website and see if there's anything related to, let's say, lifestyle. Okay, maybe something related to travel. Let's see. Okay, so this one is good. We'll use something that is related to travel. Not the best, but I'll just link to this page in here rather than to a individual blog post that's not relevant, right? So we have everything that we need. Okay, save draft. Okay, so now everything is there. Then we can submit for review, right? Okay, now we are done. Okay, we can preview the post in here if we want to. But what's gonna happen next is that the I forgot to do something, which is actually to put a backlink to my own website. So there we go, right? So this is Watch Wider. I'm just gonna put this into my website. Okay, there we go, and then we'll submit it for review again. So let me close this, and then we'll preview it again. Okay, so we got a link right here, and we are done. So that's all we need to do, and we just kind of wait and have the article published, because they will kind of go through the article itself before they publish it. But yeah, once they publish it, is you get your backlinks, right? So that's pretty much all you need to do. That's why GoCharlie is so powerful, because it generates something that is 70% good enough, right? I mean, if you can edit it if you want to. There are some information that's repetitive, some information that's not really correct, but most of it is there, right? So, and then my goal is just to kind of get these articles published with the link back to my site, and that's all I need. And and I can do this at scale with GoCharlie, and that's why this tool is so powerful, right? So you can see, because of this tool, I can see myself putting in a lot of links very quickly, and get my site ranked up to #1 on Google very quickly. So that's all I have to share about GoCharlie and why it's so powerful. It is an amazing tool. I can't believe I can't believe there's such a tool, in fact. So I mean, it's just a delight to use it. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments section below. And GoCharlie is a great tool. They have a fantastic deal that's going on right now, so be sure to check out the video description. I have my link to the deal itself. So if you see value in GoCharlie, be sure to grab it, right? Because I would say that this is definitely, in my opinion, right, it is the best deal of 2022, right? Or at least right now, because I don't think there's anything else that can top this. It is definitely, in my opinion, the best tool of 2022 so far, right? So If you have any questions, comment below. If you want to I mean, there are other features in GoCharlie, but to be honest, I only got this two today. There's so many stuff, and I have not even tried the image generation, right? So definitely I can't comment on that. So I know that's all I have to share. If you have any question, comment below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.